Good morning. Good morning. Let me post this in the Discord. If you're here watching already, give me a shout in the chat that everything looks good, sounds good. MonteWednesday. What up, James? Running a little bit slow this morning. Tired for some reason. What's up, Sebi? Sebi, you joined the Bybit competition, didn't you? I think I saw your name on there. I need to add your role when we get done. Remind me. Monty Monday. Man, I don't know if I'm up for Mondays. Let Sam keep up with those. So my internet's been weird the last few times. Well, I had a power surge too once, but my internet's been weird when I do this myself. Like when I stream alone, it's just gone out twice, I think, and then power once. So hopefully it doesn't do it this time. Yeah, Sebi, I'm going to make another announcement today. Try to get some more people, but um, remind me later if I forget and your role doesn't kick on that I need to add your role in the system so you can see the Bybit competition channel. We got 10 people. I'm definitely not Sam, I guess, where people just come flooding. So we've only got 3 charts today, which is not a lot, but I'm going to do some freestyle charting, and I'm just going to play music during it, just so I don't have to chat the whole time. I'll still chat, but I'm going to play some music real quick and tell me how the sound is. If it's too loud, I won't be speaking too much, but it should just be background. So let me know how this sounds. And if I talk, you can still hear me over it. All right. Wife went to get me some more coffee, so as soon as I get that, I'll get started. Trade div's got H bar. Looks like I charted this one a long time ago. Oh, I think I remember this. I remember just saying he wanted to hold this green. And I said, watch down here. So hopefully he sold some and got back, or at least made a different plan. All right. All right. Let's get started. So we've got a solid 13 watching. Well, 19 now. With one like. Damn it. At least there's no downvotes. I guess there's something to be said for that. But all right, so trade diva, we've got H bar. She's got us in a 1, 2. I guess she's got the 2 in. Let's see. Hey Monty, not sure if there's enough price history. Looks like it's ranging at the moment, a bit weak on the projection. Doesn't look like I've got everything she's got on it. Let me look. Hang on. Looks like she's updated it since I saved it. There we go. There's more information. So looks like she's got a WXYXZ finished. Those are rare. I mean, obviously in crypto, I don't know if you could say anything is really rare. Do y'all want the music on all the time, or just later when I'm freestyling? You'll let me know because I don't always speak while I look. I'm not good like Sam where he can BS the whole time and still concentrate. Uh, so she's got the perfect pull. GOC. What's up, VB? All right. So based on what she's got, I think she's got the 2 in. Yeah, I can put the music on. All right. Yeah, let me know if it doesn't sound good because I've not tested the music. What music? Not my beautiful voice. That's for sure. I'm not going to sing for you. I'll give you the lounge vibes and then we'll jump into the party mix later. Rita, since you're in here, do you have the 2 in, right? You've got the WXYXZ. Is this, you had this kind of over here. Is you're thinking that it's in and the correction is over? Give me a shout and chat and say what you think. QI and WTC, did I chart those for you? I guess last week. Unsure if the 2 is in yet. All right. So we've got USDT, so same. And I guess this is the most history. So, what's this? Oh, Lord of Mercy. Good old Bittrex. September 2019. September, October. So, yeah, not enough new stuff. So, perfect pull wise, this is the one that I had a while back. If you just see, it's the daily line here to here, and it's hit perfectly. We've reclaimed the 1, so I don't. Guess we just got to dig in a little bit more. All right, so I like that position. Modified looks good there. So you can see here, OG, we did not reach the median line. Then we had this move away. So one of the principles here came into effect. Not reach it. It's going to have an equal or greater move away. So now let's dig in at the top. All right, so Monte pull here. Ignoring this wick, you've got the daily that turns right on it. Using the top wick here and then this one here. All right, that makes things pretty easy. We've got value area high, POC, and you can see here value area low, we hit our head on it, right? Consolidated July 30th, August 9th, so about 10 days we accumulated right underneath this, popped up hard, hit the 50, came back down, hit value area low and the median, and then that pushed us higher. So I would think we're headed for POC. You can see it's also 7418, which is my Monte zone. That's where I target. I see a lot of golden zones get broken, so I've incorporated 7418 and 7618 is basically my Monte zone. So we could even potentially see the value area high, but if you see here, when we fell originally here, we came up and tagged value area high perfectly already. So we don't have to get there. I would say more, I'd want to tag POC. And from there, I don't know. I mean, we've certainly moved down quite a ways. Right, 65% correction. Nothing to say we can't continue. Target from here would be right there, which would be value area high area of this consolidation range. So still up, maybe even, I mean, if it continues to push and it touches the outer edge here. All right, tags a perfect pull again, and whether or not it's a, you know, flat that ends up coming all the way down here, right? Tags 618 of the perfect pull, comes down, hits POC. I don't know. You've got it to where we've completed the 2 and now we're up. Right, we've got 3, 4, 5. I don't think we can make that determination yet until basically we blow through this 1618 and head for the 2618, right? In this meeting up here, we have to get back in this and accept it. But so far, all I'm seeing is we've got some work to do, right? So here's the channel I had when I did this for someone previously. We're just now got above that channel, the median here. So if we take our time and we hit here, to me that's just, we broke back in, we came up, now we're retesting. And retesting and a rejection means we potentially go, we could come from there all the way over here. And that would be a nice correction, right? A, B, C. Time-wise, it took a long time. I think we went 5,000%. $4,200. So to then go sideways for a year would be pretty standard, I think. This would be a 130-day correction for a move that was 528 days and 4,000%. So I'm not sure I'm ready to say it's ready to just blast. I'm going to add an alarm here and one here, and then when we get up to these levels, I'll give you a shout, Rita, and kind of see what I'm thinking, right? But volume is certainly not impressive, really. It's basically just, if we were starting, what just would be third of the third, we should see, and maybe we're not starting the third of the third yet, just the 1 of the third, but I still think we should see an increase in volume already. If you look at Avalanche or something like that crazy volume spike, that's what you'd want to see in here to get through this. You're going to need some big volume. All right. So I don't think we can make any determination yet. Yeah, here's macro value very high, and we tested it perfectly on this retest there. So certainly could take off, but yeah, you could at least take profit on some. You don't have to sell all of it, but maybe you could sell it and wait for the volume spike to come in, right? And if you were to get up here and start doing this, then I think full send, right? It's not gonna slow down, so you can always buy back and have your stop back underneath this POC. But so far, I think get over 43, have increase in volume. You'd want to see volume increases like this over here. Then at that point, we can say ready to go. All right, and when my alarms go off, I'll keep you updated on that as well. So All right, Chris and L with AVAX. Speaking of, right, so here's the volume I was talking about. I can't really increase the size if I have all this, you know, all of the chat and everything on the chart. If I do this, I can, but then I can't see chat. You can potentially change the quality. What's up, Spencer? But yeah, here's the volume you want to see as you're breaking out, right, for third of a third. And so potentially on H bar, we're right here, right, because we're just now having this look. But on H bar, we're already up here, getting up in this area. So that's what you want to see, though, is this volume come in. All right. Hi, Monty. Posted AVAX yesterday for Sam, but I'm interested in your view on this one as well, especially for projecting areas to start scaling out. See my current plan on the chart. I hold a nice amount with an average price of $14.57 that I dollar cost average during end of May till July. So doing well already, but the potential is still massive looking at the extensions. $14.57, you dog. Just a nice 300% already. Nice. Okay. Let's see if we've got the same stuff on. Look at that. 212, 129. 212, 129. So you're good to go. That one-on-one helped, didn't it? Same perfect pull. All right. So he's got the deviations on here, basically cutting these perfect pulls in half, or hell, I guess an eighth, but checking what I say and looking at the 50. This is basically the 50 between here and here. And a lot of times that's where you see a rejection, right? If it isn't going to go all the way up to the 1618 instantly, you're going to see a potential rejection here at the 50. It might come all the way back down here. So that's why it's got get initial investment out. And that's a good plan. All right, so we got above median, tagged it here, and this is the shift, right? He had the OG on, but I've got shift. Modified, you see we're now above that one as well, so I could see this consolidating for a while, right? Especially after this huge run up. And eventually it just pops big. So we're growing quite large here on the 3-day. You can see volume is already insane. So I would not be fading this. I did fade this a little bit and got stung. All right, so as far as your take profits, yes, I get initial out here. I suppose this could too, right, get much bigger. If it's really going to go from 50 to 200 to potentially what we've got 1746. That's the 2618. Oh, come on. So you've got your channel on it. Nice little confluence here. And that would be, like you said, your big take profit. Because you're hitting the channel, you're hitting median, and you're hitting the 1618, where potentially you can roll over and have the big consolidation that comes all the way down here again before going up. So initial investment out, big take profit where you actually have profit now, and then these are just for the, like you said, the big moon. So that's exactly what I would do. I would take out your initial, probably 30 plus percent here. Maybe even, probably even 50. Especially, I mean, 14 to 212. And then these are just your moon bag where you don't, if it hits it, it hits it. If not, oh well. So, very well done. I don't have to do much because you've done exactly what I would do. I would overlay some of these other, right, same pivots, but I would overlay 3 of these on top of each other, and then where they overlap, obviously this is just a channel, but where they overlap, I would look at those as well, right? If you get above it and consolidate on OG, it's going to look different on here. So you don't want to, right, if you come up here and you're consolidating under this, that's bullish, but it's going to look completely different on the OG, right? You may think, oh crap, we're rolling over, so I need to sell early. So put these others on there so you've got them. All right, Chris, good work. All right, so Master Shifu asked about this wick. It did not happen on futures, it only happened on spot, which is odd because typically you see a move like this when it's about to dump. They go out, stop everyone, right? It hit, I guess, what are these? weekly and monthly. Yeah. I still think it is odd, Master Shifu, that it did it on spot and not the leverage, right? Because most people are leveraged, and that's where they get screwed. All right. So I still think down. I did see a guy on Twitter that had, I think, 48,000 long on spot. He was 360 grand underwater already. But I mean, he was an 8-figure trader, so he can be underwater, I guess, and not really care. He could be millions underwater and still not care. But when you're playing around with 8 figures, but no, I mean, this hit big resistance. It hit technical level, and then it closed back underneath. Right, so it stopped everyone out who was short. It's just really odd they did this on the spot pair and not the other. So I still think down. I still think, I mean, this 3-month level here has not been tested on the daily. Volume is not out of this world, right? We had a big pop here, but I mean, that just does not look like we're ready to moon. All right, we're underneath on the weekly. We're underneath, pointing back down, so divergent somewhat. I mean, we're not high or high here, but from right here, we're just pointing down. All right, so we tagged median line, then we fell. I would be watching right here. Right, we're watching right in here. As far as a pull, I'm going to ignore this. So we've rejected the value area high quite a few times on the 4 hour. So for me to say I'm wrong, I guess, here and say that it's going to continue, I'm going to have to see volume, and I'm going to have to see a massive push up above here and get above this. We can't come in here and do this, right? Because if you just do this, likely we're going to push down. So over the next 24 hours, I need to see massive green pushing through to get to these levels. If not, I just don't know why 22 million volume. Again, before that was 18.4, so it wasn't like it was insane amount of volume. So I'll be watching right in here, right at 50 bucks. Get above 52 and hold. All right, if you get above 52 on the daily, then okay, we can talk. But so far, it would just be a retest in my mind. I mean, I've seen this hundreds of times. Of course, normally, like I said, it's on the leverage pair where it stops everyone out, then it dumps. But what's up, Andrew? All right, Master Shifa, that's my thought on it. It's odd that it did it on the spot pair, but if I find that guy's Twitter again, that was like 48,000 long, I'll post it for you. I'd love to see his P&L if we do dump. All right, if we get back to this 3 month, down 20 bucks, he's gonna be hurting. All right. I don't see anyone else has posted anything. So what I'm going to do is I've got some charting to do that I've put off, right, for some of my Bybit alts I need to update. So, and if I get all right, Andrew, catch a big one. If I get a donation or anything like that, I'll stop and chart that. Or if a member asks for anything. But so far, I'm just gonna mute myself and start charting. So. I don't know if Atom is a Bybit alt. If it is, I would do it, but since I had to get off Binance because I could only withdraw 0.06 a day, then I'm stuck on Bybit at the moment. So
physical world of nature, a spiritual world. To that I have a very simple answer. Reality itself is not a concept. Reality is, and we won't give it a name. In the real world, there aren't any things, nor are there any events. It is a marvelous system of wiggles. Our basic inseparability from the whole. Most of us think compulsively all the time. I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. To that I have a very simple answer. It doesn't exist.
All right. So y'all got to see kind of what I do for build confluences. Basically, how I typically start it is doing all the tedious work of building the higher time frames. Right, so that's when I start out here, right? I go to the 12 month. It doesn't seem like much, but if you go back and look at price action on the lower time frames at these big levels, these high time frame levels, right? 6 month, 12 month, 3 month, you're going to see some huge reactions on the lower time frames. Right, so this candle was printed over here, but then you see how we reacted to it. Right, when we came down from the top, you could have bought here. Yeah, it went lower, 18 cents lower, but within the same day, right, if you would have bought that and you didn't, over leverage yourself, you could have got out with 55%. This is also on Bittrex, which has just got the most time, but likely if you bought this on another exchange that's more liquid, you're not going to have these that continually come down here. But basically you can see here 6 month, 3 month, the moment we got above that, guess what? We cleared the high time frame resistance and we took off. So 1 month, obviously you're going to have more weekly, and here was our weekly support, and that's why I've got it alarmed. And then I built other confluences around it with pitchforks. All right, we got the bigger pitchfork that clearly we're reactive to. Here's the median line. We fell out of it, got back into it. So I'm thinking if we come back and test it again before really taking off, or I get stopped out and we reject it and we go down more and we look for these higher time frame entries. But I think with the amount of volume that ADA has right now, if it were to hold in here and continue up, you're looking for, I think one of our members is very good with volume and Ganman, and he said 360s. So I'm not in a position. I'd like to get into a levered one for this ride up, so that's why I've got this in here. Right, looking for these levels here. And right now we're at the bearish 50, right? We came down, rejected the golden zone. And we're right here. Reason I'm using this pull and not this one is the lower low on 15-minute line chart. If you're thinking I'm retarded because of it, that's the way I do it. You'll know. Monty Magic, I don't take a lot of these into consideration. All right, we got 26 of you watching, so I'll mute myself and work on dot and see what we get.
I'm gonna buy the fuck out of that.
Stratus. There's one I haven't heard in a while. Trade Devil members are probably laughing right now that are watching. Because I was one of the first investors of Stratus back in 2000. 17, I guess? 16? August 2016. And I hodled that bag forever and learned a lot. Learned a lot. All right. Very expensive education. Let me know which, whether you want it against Bitcoin or USD. USD. All right. So, first, I'm going to start here. Stratus, right? This is the OG. So painful. Right? Let's see. Just a solid 297,000%. Full disclosure, I bought most of mine right here. And I hodled a bunch of it. Yeah, just a solid 40,000%. And I'm still holding a lot of it. Pain. But, like I said, expensive education. That was before I knew much. I was new to investing. I was new to charting, new to trading. So I did sell a lot. I got multiple times over my investment, but it still a very, very valuable lesson. Don't hodl because you get married to it, right? The license plate on my truck is Stratus, if that tells you anything. Don't get married to it, because then you miss out on a lot of gains. I sold a Ducati for Stratus before it took off. This is a chart I did a while back just for myself to see if we were going to nuke back. So let me do a full analysis on it real quick. My average sell target, so since I bought down here, it's basically just in a wallet and I don't look at it anymore. So my target, I mean, assuming it doesn't go to shit, is up, way up here. Not even looking at selling it right now. For you, where did you invest at? I guess that helps me determine if you don't mind sharing. That poor volume. $2 average. Nice. Still got a nice little bag of it. Are you staking it? So you're probably making pretty good there as well. So the highest time frame resistance, I've got this yearly up here. Right, and that's a magnet. We popped above the yearly, held it. Yearly opens down here, but this is a 12-month level from way over here. Nice. Yeah, stake and master nodes are good. They pay very well. So, I mean, most coins don't have this much data, obviously. This is one of the first. This is one of the OG coins. Make sure if you're new to Stratus, you're likely not, but that you're using this chart as your main resistance indicator, right? If you're using this one where there's no data, right? Because they transferred from Stratus to Strax. This is not going to have all the data, but OGs are going to be using and selling against this. Now, obviously, it could break above this and continue up, right? If we break 1388 and retest it, it's moon time. But since you've got 500,000 coins on it, I would be paying high attention to this right here. You can see already why we stopped here at 444. You can see just right here. If I go to the monthly, right? we popped the monthly right there and rejected down to then tag the yearly. So I do see us getting here. To this yearly level. It's going to take some time. We've got a ton of resistance above us. So there's your 3-month level as well. We had the monthly and the 3-month. Right now we're trapped between a 3-month and a 6-month. Golden zone 50, so likely some consolidation in here before we were able to get out and test that and get above. So a big resistance area is going to be, right, if you look at this 6-month and 3-month at 635, that's also, it is above the golden zone, but one of my fibs that I use is the 7418, 7618, and that's a big area. So that would be what, 3x your investment. You might look at taking some there. Because nothing's to say that we can't, right? Come up, hit that, and come back down here, right? And then continue up. And eventually hit this over here. But do know that we're at the OG fib, or the OG pitchfork. We're right on the outer edge of it. So either we need some volume push to get us in, then we can continue up, and then we've got, right, if this was just a massive 1-2 right into, right, then you're looking at big numbers. I'm not going to say that yet, right? Because I mean, I still have a very large bag myself. So I'm going to be very technical with it this time, not invest with my heart. So right now on the daily, you want to hold, basically hold 220.
Solid. I'm hollow. There's nothing behind my eyes. I'm a negative of a person.
Because the next high time frame
I never thought any
support there is 158.
what is blackness and silence.
But ideally, to go up quickly, we need to push, get in this, probably hit the monthly, come back, test that 6-month, and consolidate and move up. So big resistance there, biggest resistance right there. What's your name in Stratus Discord? All right. I mean, you can certainly sell it. I mean, if you get... I can see why you'd want to sell at 12 with this peak over here, but this yearly level up here. Right, I mean, you do have a monthly at 1209, but I think if you get here, you're going to push to 13s. You're going to push to the yearly level. But, I mean, anywhere in here, I think, is money. Anywhere in there's... If you're in at 2 and you're out at 12, I mean, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just looking at the most recent, right? What I don't want to happen is we get up here to this big resistance and then it comes back to your entry. Right, if it comes up, hits this, and then comes back. Holds here, then pushes higher. Because those are pretty high time frame. This one we've already tested, obviously, so this is a big one. So volume wise, it's saying get over 3. POC. Then it should accelerate. All right. I think that is a good plan. Selling anywhere in there, 12 to 13. At least getting out your investment in that area. Watch here for rejection. Because having that, if it went here, right, hit 6, and then were to come back to that, that would suck. And there's nothing to say it can't do that. If you're looking at it channel wise, that would make a lot of sense actually, just to work its way up until finally, if this is a 1-2, then it takes off, right? Because this is a lot of resistance, so it's not just gonna moon, it's gonna hit, retrace, work through it, and slowly work through all these levels. And just looking at what we've created so far since this low, with this resistance right there, look what's at the top of this channel. 6 month, perfect pull 3618 channel. All right, so obviously if you're staking and you're still in profit, but watching something go from 6 to potentially 260 is not what you want to watch. So all right, thanks for bringing me back to one of my OG coin. It's random, but It certainly could be the start of the fifth. I don't. I don't normally play that game as far as assuming like, all right, this is the fifth, just buy and hold on. I buy it and sell resistance. All right, if I'm a leverage trader, there's no reason to assume it's just going to break. If you're saying this is 1, 2, 3, we got pretty deep for a 4. All right, if that's 1, 2, and you're saying this is 3, and this is 4, now we're about to go for a fifth. Proportionately doesn't look right. If I had to throw a count on it, without digging in all the subways, I'd probably do something like that. So I would say something around this, but I don't do EW too much, so I'm more buy support, sell resistance, and let them figure it out. Pizza Man asked if I would look at Thor. Right. All right, so Pizza Man gave Thor, which I believe is V-chains, like gas, kind of like Neo and gas. And so I'm looking at this chart. I can't show, unfortunately, but I guess I can just look at it this way. So I'd already had this, so this is one of my polls that basically map the top. Shabazz, I'll get there in a minute. Let me do this for one of our members. And then after that, I'm going to get lunch, but it's an odd pull. Most people would never do it, but I sold almost all of my Thor from my Thor node when I held V-chain. I sold all of it like right here, like 2.5, I believe, 0.025, simply because of this chart. I've been holding it. I sold on my V-chain when it popped, and then when this got up to here, I sold it right underneath. Like I sold it right here on this retest, basically. Right in there. All right, you had a daily order block. So I sold when it hit that and hit the Monte zone there. Worked out pretty well. Hadn't looked back since. So this is the first time I'm looking at it. All right. Holding that level well. 50 as well, but holding the 382. Daily momentum is straight down now. 3 day is still up, but turning. Weekly is through. Monthly is not there. So I don't love that we're pointing straight down here. RSI is now pointing up based off this daily candle we had today, but the issue I see here is this was a pretty significant daily here. All right, you see holding it here, held it there, lost it, and then it was resistance. The wicks are crazy, but you can see right here how we lost it and retested it on the daily and then fell. So to lose that in a nasty candle and probably coming back up to test it, we need to get above, right? It'd basically be a fake out. So drop and get above and not close a daily, right? We did close this daily, but we didn't close 2 consecutive dailies. If it basically, like this one, right? See how it's up and instantly down? So technically that would not be a close above. So we would need to do the same thing where we basically come down, come right back up and hold that. Then we could take off. Because he's got it as entering the 5th of the 1st of the 3rd. So he would need a pop up for a 5th to around, I guess you've basically got that around 2.1 cents, somewhere in there. Yeah, and the issue I've got here too is you tag this Monte pool right there, the target. We hit it and we hit the golden zone. So I could see that being done for now. Strength looks decent, all right? The strongest push was here, which would indicate the 3rd. So, might be right with your count. One hour looks a little differently, but that could change and have another. Right, have a quick pop without the strength getting too much. But you can see here, this was strongest 3rd. Then you've got your 5th here. But granted, it's the hourly, so. That's crazy. It's kind of scary, to be honest, when your yearly open is that low. Up 1,600% from the year. Anytime you've got a 12-month order block, pay attention to it, because I guarantee you this was respected well. There, we fell into it, hit the top. Rejected, rejected, rejected. Shot out of it. But never retested it. What's up, Com? All right, Pizza Man. I'm not loving it. We hit some very good resistance, some high time frames. A monthly order block. We're inside, so I've got it turned off, but we're inside this huge 3-month order block, right? And a lot of times, obviously it's a very big range. 133% order block. A lot of times what you see is just ranging in here. So the fact that, I mean, if you look at the daily, we basically broke through it, barely tested and took off. So I don't see us getting much above this. Maybe we get that 5th up here. Hit that monthly. But even that's pushing it for me. We've got a daily order block over here that we got above, tested, lost it. Now we're testing it again. So for me, it's all up to where this daily closes. If we close this daily above this order block, then yes, I think we can continue up. If we close in it or under it, I think we start our progression down and test lower. There we go. So we tried to get out. Unless we can get out and hold above this daily order block, I think that's going to be resistance. And we're going to work back down, probably down to here, before we try to come out again. Yeah, so there's value area high too. We tagged it perfect. So if you're holding this, wanting for that 5th wave, you might look at trying to offload some at resistance here, all right, and then set a stop that's much closer than you would have expected, right? Because you're waiting for that 5th wave. It may or may not come, just based off what I'm seeing here. So if you're in it, be careful. All right, so that's this macro value area up here. Then the distribution where we distributed at the top, POC was right here. So nothing says we can't get up to value area high here. Oh, wrong one. Right, but with this being the distribution range,
if it's not accepted back into this range, which obviously right now it hasn't, if it's not accepted back in, then you're going to come back down into this value area. And as you can see right here, if you go to the line chart, the daily is rejected by the value area low of the distribution range perfectly. Wick went up, but the daily closed under it, so that to me shows it did not get accepted. So now we have to reevaluate and see, all right, what's next? All right, if we get above this breakout, right, then we can start to go in. Then you'll get your fifth wave that you're looking for. We were accepted, so now we retrace. All right, you get a 1, 2, buy in here. All right, let's say it gets up here, right? By your 50, by your monthly, your weekly order block, then you're looking for that next pop higher. But so far, we haven't got that. So I think it's more of a sit and wait. You know, so far, sure, it looks three wave. But look at where we're at. All right, we got to get through all of that. So I'd be watching in here and right, because if we do this right here, look what's down here at the algo target, a monthly. So it could turn into something bigger here, where it comes down, and then the target for that you could come down into here, right? So it could just morph into something bigger. So all right, eyes on those right here. And I'll alarm this as well, so I can give you a shout if I think, if it looks good. But I'd be wary of these right here. Lots of resistance here, so it's going to have a lot of strength coming in. Look at where these line up to. POC is right on the other side of this pitchfork median line that we already rejected from. So if this thing just rockets up, I guess I deleted it. Let's see. Right, so if it just powers through today and gets up to here, it may be a decent sell for some anyway, right? You may hold some, try to get that higher, but 20% when you're maybe looking back for a decent pullback. All right. That's a decent one there, so that's modified. So if it pushes up and gets up here, that would be your target if we get that final kick. All right. All right. It is 12:45. I've been on for almost 3 hours, so I'm going to go get some lunch. I hadn't even had breakfast yet, so hopefully y'all enjoyed watching Freestyle a bit, learn something, try out some new techniques that you saw me do. If you want to learn more about them, of course, join our Discord. You can see I do teach how I do all this. It's only for educational members, but we are having a Bybit trading competition, and so what you can do there is basically you join our Discord and then you join our team with our reference link for Bybit, and then you're able to trade alongside us, and we're going to have a competition channel that you're going to trade alongside me. We're going to give charts. It's going to be for free, basically. You don't have to be a member to get in. You just have to use our referral link, I guess, to Bybit. So if you want to do that, go to tradedevils.com and join for free to the Discord. And then we've got a how to join Bybit competition channel, and it'll give you all that you need to know. So thanks for hanging around. I guess I got 14 of you still, so thanks for hanging around, and we'll be back after a while.
This world has room for everyone. Good Earth is rich. It can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful.